because when you look at the lifetime record between the two, it's 2-1 in favor of Pugsy, but Phazon's got the power ranking advantage, but Pugsy's got the recency bias. So when I look at both of these, I'm going to be like, it's like, I'm saying 51-49 in favor of Pugsy. I would say like,
there is an advantage.
Technically, Phazon, if he wins this, in my mind, it's an upset. That's what I'm saying. It's an upset by like 0.1. It's really close.
Upset's an upset.
That's true. And so far, so good for Phazon at the opening of this game. He's got Mordex going up against Finn the Human for Pugsy as we're on Game 1 Miami Dome. Sword and Axe versus Scythe and Gauntlets.
Finn the Human.
Oh, Finn the Human's not gotten much damage in so far. There we go. Nice snare.
Yeah, Faizon. Uh-oh. This is bad news for Pugsy.
What? He never exited hit stun.
I thought he would be able to...
That is what you get for playing low defense Legends. It's like hit stun lasts a whole 2 seconds longer than my brain registers.
But how many times have we watched a Pugsy match and been like,
oh, how did he live that long?
He's playing low defense.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Whoa, Phazon almost deleted that stock. He went for a slide charge pivot down sig, which you could do. That it works like that Bodvar down sig on Hammer, where you can just throw them in the other direction. And Phazon really wanted that to happen there. Now Pugsy on the right side of the stage. Ground pound hits, weapon throw hits. Phazon, so good in this game 1.
Yeah, I feel like Faizon playing the Mordex still feels like something super new in my head, even though he's been playing plenty of Mordex here. But, you know, it's that legendary Gauntlets that he's always been known for back when Val was a brand new character.
Yeah, and then he has the Scythe from when he played Jiro. It's like it's a nice combination of stuff that's just working out really well. So far, Pugsy has just been on the run in this game 1. I mean, Phazon has got complete control. That ground pound spike with Gauntlets was fantastic. Okay, nice down.
Caught him. That's a good move for it, too. A good stacked option for Pugsy there. But a full stock behind. He can do it. Don't doubt Pugsy's greatness.
Ooh. Nice start there. Pummel gets him, though. Nair doesn't catch up, but the side of recovery does. Phazon forces that jump from Pugsy, lands on the platform, but the neutral light catches him dashing through. Cider drops. Pugsy can get an edge guard here. Oh, no. He went for a jump read, and instead Phazon gets back onto the stage.
Man, Pugsy's in a difficult spot here. Close to being knocked out on his final stock. He's behind by more than one stock. Oh, jeez.
Phazon.
That's a really good answer out of the hit stun of neutral
Yes, I was thinking the same thing. I looked at that, and he tanked
He didn't knock me away far enough.
Well, it kind of felt like he tanked it for the ground pound. Like that's how quick it was. And I'm like, I guess I don't think about that too often. Sometimes there are plays where in 2v2s where I'm like, okay, it makes sense to get hit here so that you can get a better punish. But in that case, Phazon was really like, okay, you think this Nair is helping you? I'm still going to do what I was thinking of anyways. Nair, it just like ground pounds right away and catches him off guard. And now it's a really solid 1-0 for Phazon. Let's see how Pugsy changes his playstyle here going into game number 2 because it just kind of felt like Pugsy was looking for ways to get things started, and this is a great change of pace.
And I wonder if the map difference will come into play.
Phazon's movement on the platforms was phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We've seen Pugsy succeed plenty on Miami Dome, but maybe against Phazon, he'll do better with just a wider stage.
Down air hits, Phazon. He's been getting a lot of these down airs, and then the read he gets afterwards isn't working out. And then
this could be?
Yeah, he can't make it.
Just barely enough.
I don't think Mordex has any
movement-based
no gravity cancel there. Because I was thinking gravity cancel neutral sig, you kind of go up.
It's just up, though, not sideways.
There's no way that's further than a diagonal dodge. So he was just gone.
Not in that position. I think it goes further up than an up dodge, but it doesn't go further anywhere than a diagonal dodge, which is what he may as well have done there. There was nothing he can do better to make it back.
Whoa, that chase dodge was so crazy. But the strong hit of the side air.
Phazon's got to be so mad about that.
Weapon throw comes through. Ground pound does not beat out the recovery from Pugsy, and that sideline Nair will give Pugsy a pretty good lead going into this even stock situation.
Yeah, good news here for Pugsy. But he's still got to close out the stock. Phazon can build up damage to orange in a flash. Now with weapon advantage, Pugsy's got a good opportunity here, but Phazon just totally unafraid to engage unarmed here, forces his way through, grabs the scythe, and what a scythe that is. What scythe is that from? Holy cow.
Whoa!
The trip. Oh!
Great gets a neutral.
And look at that, just like I said, he's got him in orange already. He hasn't taken any damage. Pugsy's got nothing. Unbelievable. Without a 0 to death. I mean, oh my gosh.
I'm not sure because, like, I know Phazon was roughly this. He was roughly this damaged when it started, but like
basically it was nearly a flawless stock.
And that is just such a great example of how powerful the scythe is against opponents that have already used over half of their options in the air. He just kept catching up, and even though each hit wasn't knocking Pugsy out on its own, it was leading him to a point where it was basically no return.
He just didn't. Yeah, he had no more recovery options to make it back to the stage. And now Pugsy is
was so smart.
Once again a full stock behind, even though he had a really good start on this game. But Phazon still just finds a way to, what a spot dodge from Phazon. My gosh, this must, man, if you're Pugsy right now, you must be like, what do I do? What do I do differently? Phazon's just catching. Okay, here we go. Okay, Pugsy's not out of this one yet, but he's very, very damaged. Avoids what could have been a killing blow in that neutral signature. Now with the axe, Pugsy has the opportunity. Remember, he is playing super high strength Legend Unfin.
But that disarms him.
That's bad news.
Oh, the down air. If that caught, it would have been that's it. That's it.
Caught him jumping.
Twice with that neutral sig.
Had Pugsy just kept dashing through, done anything on the ground, that neutral signature wouldn't have landed, but Phazon just had the read that Pugsy would jump there.
Oh, and we see here the side sig forcing him up, and that's absolutely what Phazon wants, because if he forces him up, because if he went down, he gets hit by the side sig, he forces him up, he knows that Pugsy's already so low on jump options that he could just catch him for free. Amazing job from Phazon. And then we see that there. He misses the down air. Pugsy goes back to the stage, and then Phazon's like, you're jumping for a down air or whatever. He just catches him, doesn't even let him start that idea.
Okay, going into the next game, what's the stage gonna be? And will it make a difference? Okay, it can't possibly make a difference.
Back to Mammoth. 2-0 lead for Phazon. And I guess with how this is playing, doesn't quite feel like 51-49, but I still felt that way going into this matchup. Phazon's just kind of crazy today. Like, this is awesome to see. His punish game is amazing. Like, I mean, he's really highlighting the potential of what we talk about with these two weapons all the time, which is that, like, yeah, sure, they don't have a lot of combos, but if they get your dodge, you just don't get to play the game. And that's he's really focusing on showcasing that.
It's really exciting to me just how well Phazon's performing, almost uncharacteristically so. I mean, I know we know him as a beast who's always been really good at this game, but Phazon's kind of crushing it now. This might be his best tournament performance in a long time. He could end up going farther than he's gone in a long time.
Winning this is winner side top 8. Like, that is huge. And I have to keep reminding myself that, because we watch matchups like this even before winners round 1 at this point. And the recovery hits from Pugsy. This is a really close game 3. Phazon avoids the neutral light from Pugsy, and that D-light neutral sig will be it. Such a phenomenal, and it's I love to highlight it. You love to highlight it. It's like, out of all the things you could do on a D-light, that's the best one.
And it was close to not even being enough.
Yeah.
So anything else, like, surely an unarmed recovery would not have knocked out. It's much easier to land. It wouldn't have done the trick.
Yeah, that's the scariest part about it, is the execution. Gravity cancel and the neutral sig, and making sure that you get it all basically framed perfectly. Downlight hits, and Pugsy gets the knockout. All right, even game. Pugsy working towards this reverse 3-0, because that's what he's going to have to make happen if he wants to stay on winner's side. And Phazon hits right back unarmed as he picks up a new scythe. Oh, that's huge.
Yeah,
he still hasn't landed.
Pugsy
still, he never touched.
I don't know if he can make it back, even if he does.
Oh,
he got the hit, though.
What?
And Phazon was pixels away from just falling there.
Oh,
he had the sweat beads on, and he was only barely able to catch the bottom pixel of that wall. Okay, well, Pugsy is definitely fighting back on this one.
Oh, nice punish.
Jeez, Phazon, man.
Nice
so calm and collected in the face of attacks.
Like the
Pugsy looking for a weapon. He's got the axe now. He could finish Phazon's stock here. Just a little more damage build up, and here it comes. He's got him in knockout range. Even though Pugsy is more damage than Phazon is, he's got the opportunity. Oh, the weapon throw misses. He's throwing out unarmed haymakers. He can't find a connection. Now with the sword, can he take out Phazon before he goes down to his final stock?
I wonder if he'll try it again. He has that one frame dodge window string where he could do the delay neutral stick. He tried it once, whipped it, and did a down stick instead. But that could work really well if Phazon's not ready for it. Oh,
Pugsy down to his final stock. If he loses this game, he loses the set. Goes down to the lower bracket.
Oh, he went for the dash in read, and Faizon gets such a huge punish. Oh, down air again. Goes for the neutral light, and Pugsy gets the neutral light himself. Weapon throw here could be huge. Goes for the ground pound. No, down air instead, and recovery on the way back up. Okay. Catches Phazon trying to ground pound him himself, and there we go, even game.
All right, this is Pugsy's best chance to take a game in the set so far, and I think if he can take this game, that'll give him the morale boost that he might need.
Neutral light in air, recovery.
He wanted
down air sends him off stage. Side stick almost catches Pugsy's head, but no. Pugsy goes for an air instead of a double jump. Side air hits. Oh, what can Pugsy do off of this? Down air connects. Phazon switches the gauntlets. There's been no moment in this game where I feel like whatever weapon Phazon has, he's at a disadvantage. It's just felt like it's all just been Phazon Mordex. Like it's, as long as he's on the screen, the kind of pressure that he's applying is the same. He's knocked out with both weapons perfectly fine, and he's close to a knockout here, but Pugsy, oh, goes for the recovery, the side air hits, and Phazon, he knows.
That is it, a 3-0 clean sweep over Pugsy. Phazon's moving on to top 8 winner's side.
All right, and that evens up the head-to-head in terms of their matchups. Now it's 2-2 instead of 2-1, and really, really puts favor into our power ranking system, right? That just like the numbers were double there for a reason. Phazon doing so fantastic, but like looking at all the stats aside, I know you and I are both excited about this because Phazon, in my mind too, you described it in a really nice way where it's just kind of like he's always just there as like one of the greats that just always exists.
One of the greats, even when he's not performing.
Yeah.
And you know, I think he's had performances that he wishes were better in the past 2 years. Even though he's done great plenty of times,